I know.
Yeah. Hang on, guys. Come on. Locked. Why is it locked?
Because you're already live. Once you're live, you can't unlock it.
It rotates on.
I had that problem at Riverston, remember?
Yeah. Have to have a look at that. There's nobody there at the moment. Hey, Ben. How
Hello,
are you?
Ben. How are you?
Sorry, I'm just trying to fix the camera up.
He's got it stuck in portrait instead of landscape.
Yeah. Oops. Hey, buddy. Hey, I'm just fixing the camera up. There's somebody else there for you. You have to take it that way. Somebody's there, Sam.
Hello, how are you, Linda? So sorry. I did want to have it that way, but the camera's not behaving. And happy Friday the 13th. I hope everybody's got plans for the weekend. I have been flat chat, and as you can see, the weather's just terrible. Hello, how are you? I don't want to say that flying if it is, but hello. Hi Vegas, how are ya? So I've got exciting news. I'm on holidays, yay! I'm on a road trip, and tonight we're doing something spooky for Jason's channel for Friday the 13th. Hi Janet, how are you? So I hope you're well, Janet. I've been thinking of you with all the drama over there. Yeah, so we thought we're going to Hill End first, to a spooky town where I'll be doing lots of filming. Jason will be doing lots of filming. We'll be staying in a haunted house. Then we're going down to the Snowy Mountains. And, oh, that's good. Yeah, it has been chaos, Vegas. And then we're going to go to the South Coast, but we'll be doing lots of content on the way. And if I can turn this thing around, how does this work?
That one there. And that.
Yep.
There we go.
You might not recognise this. It's on Jason's channel. But we're in the most haunted cemetery in Newcastle right now. I thought I'd take you somewhere spooky. Hello, the profiler. How are you? Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, look, I've been waiting. It's been 2 years, so I've been looking forward to having a road trip. Yeah, the chaos of the US at the moment. My heart's with you all. Oh, thank you that you love my channel. Thank you so much. I'm just little old me. I'm doing what I love, and I'm so glad that you love it too. So we did record this one night for Jason's channel, and it was really weird. Weird voices were coming through. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love Ireland too. I haven't been, look, I've only been to New Zealand and I've been to New Caledonia, but I'd like to see other countries one day. We're actually booked to go to Canada next year, so hoping we get to go do that. Yes, of course, if you have a request. What's your request? And I'm sorry the picture's like this, guys. It's an old cemetery. It's called Minmi. I'm in Minmi, in Newcastle. But it's meant to be the most haunted cemetery No, I didn't see that one, Vegas. I did see that there was riots on the news, but I have been doing overtime. Every time I try and do something, I've had to go to work, so that's why I had to cancel my live the other day. So sorry I didn't see that. Oh, thanks, Janet. I sometimes think I sound like such a bogan, but I'm just me. You're from Wollongong. Well, I'm actually heading down past Nowra. I've got friends at Sussex Inlet, so you'd know where that is. Yeah, I do that too, Linda. I do that. Well, this one's got a little bit of a creepy vibe, and the reason why they call it the most... No way. The reason why they say it's haunted, they say some of the tombstones sort of like glow at night. We didn't see that, but we did see weird lights, really weird lights, and the EVPs that were coming through were pretty creepy. Like, it was just really weird, and things were going off. Like, there was a noise that we couldn't work out. You can, yeah, even when we started, there was like a weird whistle. So if you do like the spooky stuff, go to Jason's channel, and it's got the most, what was it, most evil cemetery?
Yeah.
I think it was in season 1. And that's this cemetery right here. Rookwood, where the Italian... Oh, yes. Do you know what? When I go to Rookwood, that part where the Italian mausoleums are in that little street, that puts the hair up the back of my neck every time. Of course you can. As soon as the live finishes, I can put the link through, or you can just look up Jason Ghost Hunter. You'll see all his videos over there, and you'll see me too, because I'm over there. Hi, Sandra. So your request is to do Rookwood again? Yep. Oh, the little house style. You might be thinking of the Fraser Vault. Are you thinking of the Fraser Vault, the profiler? That really big old mausoleum there. That's got a creepy story to it. A lot of people don't know that, but the Fraser Vault, he was a very rich Irishman, one of the most richest men in New South Wales. Hi, Annette, how are you? And no problem. You have family here at Minmi? But yeah, so he was a very rich man, and he owned that vault, and it would have been the most expensive vault in the cemetery. But anyway, there was rumours going around that he made a pact with the devil. I might have interference because we're in the middle of nowhere. Look, it's kind of like in the national park. I just thought it'd be nice. Rookwood, yep. Now I can go back to Rookwood. I want to go back there anyway because I've got a couple of things to do over there. Hi, John. Oh, thank you. Yes, Annette, you're the person I wanted to visit your dad's grave, I think it was, or your grandfather's grave. And you're in Melbourne. You might have the storm interference. But yeah, so going back to the Fraser Vault, it was said that he made a pact with the devil, and his granddaughter, great-granddaughter, many years later in the 70s, rang the cemetery up, and she believed in it, and she demanded that the whole family be taken out of their coffins and cremated. So that's why that vault is now empty. she had them all cremated because she felt if they were cremated and turned to ash, they couldn't come back from the dead, because that's what she believed what would happen. True story. So I thought I'd give you something creepy to think about being Friday the 13th. Yeah, so I'm kind of bummed that the cemeteries, the cameras like this. But when we were here at night, you kind of see that tree at the back there. There was a tombstone light that kept coming on there for no reason. It was very creepy. But we did find evidence of witchcraft here, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Oh my goodness. Profiler, thank you so much. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's what the plan was, Linda. Like, she might have been religious too, but it was believed that he made a pact that one day he would come back. And the whole family were sort of sold their souls to the devil or something. It's a bit of a creepy story, but it was true. I used to know the previous caretaker to Rookwood, and he told me. So that's the cemetery there. Oh no, that's so sweet of you, Profiler. Thank you so much. I'll use it for petrol on my road trip. Yeah. So I'm going to walk back down to the front. I just wanted you to have a good look at the cemetery. So this one's a pretty old one. If I can get a year for you. He died in 1880. It's hard to see with this because it's obviously been affected by fire. This one, 1910 and 1909. Now it's going to muck up this gimbal. And I do believe spirits sometimes affect it, you know. They do affect the gimbal. I've had it just acting up for no reason. I've had to edit those parts out because it just goes wonky and I'm doing all the right things. You're a criminal analyst. Yeah, look, I would love to be able to have that talent to. I have a friend in Victoria. She does those kind of cases. She's psychic and she's written a couple of books, and she does that kind of thing where she tries to find as much evidence and give it to the police. So I would love to have that talent and be able to help people in that way. But I like to think I'm an advocate for the dead. I like to tell their stories and keep their memories alive because, you know, it's important. I don't want them to feel forgotten. This one's a newer one. It's pretty. Looks very loved. I don't know if you can see the photo. Died in 2000. And there's another one here too. Oh. It's a Lionel Hall. He died in 2000 something, and I'll just go to this one. I don't know, can you go to this one? Just trying to show a photo and this gimbal doesn't want to behave. Sorry guys. Now it's done something. That's better. Sorry. Oh, look at this little one. Obviously a child. Rest in peace, sweet angel. Oh, thank you. I find a lot of people like my cemetery explores. I find when I do just the plain old explores, people seem to enjoy that. So I'm trying to mix it up to keep it exciting for you guys. I do have some family requests that I've got to put out though, of ancestors that they wanted. It's a bit muddy, so I'm watching where I'm treading. I can tell that there's been a car up here, or maybe one of those lawnmowers. So we've got a... Oh, thank you so much, Linda. You're so kind. So this one's a Robert Shaw. And, oh, wow. Son David was killed on the Minmi railway. Only 17, and oh, wow. God, what a tragedy. Rest in peace. And he drowned in the wreck. Jeez, this poor family, he's gone through enough, hasn't he? And then you got William Corner and Barbara. That poor family. You can't even imagine, like, losing one child and then you've lost two. That's just awful. So sorry. Hi, Brenda. Think you could make it. So nice of you. Look, guys, I totally understand sometimes if you can't make it because I've put a weird time or something. I just did it because I thought we're going to be doing something tonight, and I knew I was going to be free this afternoon, so I'm really, really grateful that you guys could make it. But I never expected, okay? So if you say, sorry, I can't make it or something, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Here we've got a different one again. Almost looks like a homemade grave with the bricks. Yep, the gimbal wants to mark up again. And then you've got all the little knickknacks on it. Oh, there's kind of like a photo. Do you think you could get there? I like the photos. Really? You know, I love them because they're unique. I like the different graves. Most of my relatives, they're cremated. They don't even have a grave. Hello, Aussie Graver. Welcome. Aussie Graver has a little channel. He comes from Melbourne. So he'd be able to show you ones down south or down under. You got family in Lithgow. You know what? I might be travelling through Lithgow because I've got to go to Hill End, which is the back of Bathurst. So if you like, I can stop at Lithgow and have a look around for you. You're more than welcome. So, Aussie, we're in Minmi Cemetery outside Newcastle. It's meant to be the most haunted cemetery up here in the Newcastle area, if you hadn't. So I thought I'd do something a little bit creepy for Friday the 13th. This one's called Christine, called Home. I think it was 2005. Dearly loved wife of Ray, loving mother of John and Lauren, precious daughter, daughter-in-law, sister and sister-in-law. That's beautiful. What a nice. This I suppose a little bit about me. I was adopted, so I actually don't know who my father is. And my mother passed away, my biological mother passed away in, I think it was 2008. No, 2014, sorry. But I didn't know until ages after because we weren't in contact with each other. So, heritage has always been important to me. And I suppose this is why I get my love of cemeteries, because I like... No, I won't go out of my way. I am going through Lithgow because I'm going to the back of Bathurst. I don't even have a name on my birth certificate, so I wouldn't know where to start. My real mother had mental health, so that would have been one of the reasons why I was adopted. So I don't have much family links, and I've lived independently since I was 14. So that's probably why I get so passionate, you know, when I'm telling people's stories, and I find history so important because, well, I know what it's like to lose history, so to speak. Oh, thank you, Profiler. I honestly don't have a name. On my birth certificate it says Father Unknown. I have my mother's name, but her parents tell me that she was very much mental health and ran away from home a lot. So it could have been anyone. Or she might have wanted to keep that part hidden. But thank you, that's so sweet of you. Do you know, I've made peace with it. I'm 56 now, and I figure if there was someone looking for me, they would have found me already. And I remember last time we had devices on these tombstones and they were going off, but of course not when the camera was showing. So here we've got another person called Janet. Someone called Janet Snedden. Thing. 1963. I'll just fix up her flowers.
Yes, Julia.
I tried to dye my hair blonde. It failed. Look, it's not blonde enough, so I'll have to do it again. I thought, I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, so I thought I'd look nice for the day.
She said 56 is still like a baby.
No worries, Janet. Thank you so much for coming through and saying hello. I hope you're well. Take care of yourself, and I hope your appointment goes well tomorrow, okay? Good night. Love and kisses. Still a baby. I suppose people say that, but when you're 56, you don't feel like a baby anymore. Hey, I've made it half a century. So, but I'm pretty cool. I'm young at heart. They say you're as old as how you feel. It's 102 most days, but I'm only kidding. No, I work too hard. I've been a nurse since I was 23, and at the moment, it must have been a storm. That's really weird how it's broken. Look at that. Jason likes to rescue graves for me. He's very sweet. Ah, that's okay, Brenda. Look, I'm not sad about it. It's all good, you know. One thing I've learned in life, don't dwell on things that you can't do, but just make the most of what you can do. You know, that's the best way to be. You're 51 and tell everyone you're 29 and you'll argue. Good on you, Linda. That's it. You know, it's all just a mental thing. Well, I'm still planning on doing road trips and ghost hunts and cemetery tours until, as long as I can. I say adventure before dementia. You're 65? Well, that's young here too. You're 65? Yep. My sister's 65. I'll be visiting her. She lives in the snowy mountains, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I get to do a cemetery in the snow. How cool would that be? A cemetery in the snow down under. Like, most of the time you see beaches and hot weather down here, but we actually have snow. So someone called Frank Wood, he died in 1987. And this one, I can't see the date on this one.
1940.
1940?
Yeah, died 50 years old. The other one's 1938.
You have a different perspective? Oh no, that's okay. Look, hang on to your youth. It's all good, you know. I try and stay young at heart because, I don't know, just like to be enthusiastic. 1987, you were two. My son was born in 1987. My daughter was born in 1985, so you're probably about the same age as my daughter. My oldest daughter's name's Narelle. She's a nurse like me. And I'm sure my kids think I'm crazy.
John Hancock. Huh?
Oh no, I love dark humour. Because my granddad worked in a mortuary. So that's how I... So there's a... And the beloved wife of John Hancock, who died December 1888, age 41. And John died in 1901, age 66. Dead but not forgotten. Good on you. Rest in peace, you two. Definitely not forgotten by us. Yeah, so I have a bit of a twisted humour. I tend to laugh at things the police laugh about. People don't get that sense of humour. Not all. I think, oh, something's wrong with her. But I think it's how you tend to survive when you've been around a lot of sadness. 1841, you're a me. Yeah. Yeah, I love the... I'm going to get that sticker on my car. What do you reckon, Brenda? I think that'd be cool. Yeah, adventure before dementia. There's a lot of Sneddons here. Oh, hang on. This gimbal. Famous contribution was his large and stylish signature on the Declaration of Independence, which led to the phrase John Hancock being synonymous with signature. Oh, that's pretty cool to know. Aussie Graver, I didn't even know that.
Oh.
That's awesome. You know, I tell a little bit of a lie. I was planning to take you to a different cemetery, but for some reason, I don't know, time just seemed to go away from us and we got stuck in traffic, and I put my nav man on and it took us to this cemetery, so we were meant to be here all along. And it's a bit muddy over here, so I'm getting out of here. So if everybody's wondering what am I doing tonight for Jason's channel, we are going to explore the underground tunnels at Fort Scratchley with dark tours. They run ghost tours, and they're running one tonight at Newcastle, and we're coming as special guests. And of course Jason's going to see if he can find a ghost and film it. So keep your eyes out for that one. I do like true crime profile. I used to watch it a lot. Then I thought, hang on, I'm watching too much crime. Does that make me weird? So, but I do like true crime. It fascinates me. I think the human mind fascinates me. So I might get you to turn. Is that way?
Backwards towards you.
Yeah.
Yep. Right there. There you go.
So I'll let you talk to me for a little while. So yeah, it's not really blonde now. It's gone more red, hasn't it? It's weird. I'll have to put it through again. Got it cut and wanted to look a bit better. But so that's how we'll end up at this cemetery. And it was weird because we had a weird experience last time. Yeah, you always hear things, and a couple of times, even me walking around today, I thought I saw someone out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was Jason, and there was no one there. You see shadows a lot here. It's a bit of a freaky place. Yeah, look, the thing is, I've read a lot of those, like Ted Bundy. He seemed like such a charmer. You wouldn't know he was a serial killer. And I did read somewhere that if he spoke to you for longer than 20 minutes, then he decided, yeah, he kind of picked out who he wanted to get straight away. Picton Tunnels, we've done that one. It is creepy at night. It's only open during the day now, because someone bought the property next door and wanted to whinge. So they stopped the tours that they used to have. Hi, Wheeling Warrior, how are you?
Okay, well,
I might be tired because I only finished work this morning at 8 and I started yesterday at 4 o'clock. So I do disabilities in a group home, and I tend to work long hours, and so I do look a little bit tired, sorry, but I'm not going to let a holiday make me tired. Yeah, I work long hours. I do 24-hour shifts sometimes. I do a lot of night shifts. I do all the shifts that people don't want to do. Jason does them too. He does a lot of sleepovers. He started yesterday at 5 in his group home and finished at 9 this morning. We're allowed to get a nap in the office, but you never sleep because you've got one eye open. You got people with dementia and different needs, and you're always worried that you're not going to hear them, so you tend to toss and turn. It is hard, but you know, I love my clients. They make me laugh every day. And you know, when I'm having a day where I'm feeling sorry for myself, they really put me into perspective, because every day is a hard day for them, but they just manage to see adversity and smile. So you had a missed phone call.
that's right.
So
It was fun.
yeah, I do love my work.
Probably I do.
You know, I think that's why I got so emotional with that Pete Island, because some of my clients came from Pete Island, and I've heard some horror stories, absolute horror stories of that place. Oh, thank you, Unicorn. Oh no, thank you guys for watching me. I can't thank you guys enough. You know, I'm just so blessed. Have you ever got to Melbourne? Arradale. We will go to Arradale one day for a ghost tour. We've got friends that run them. Heard it's very haunted. I actually used to live down in Melbourne, Aussie, and I've got relatives. One's in Carlton Cemetery and my uncle's in Fawkner. I used to live down at St Albans when I was a kid. So I do know Melbourne a lot. We've got a lot of friends down there. One massage. I actually don't like them. I don't like massages.
I'll take it.
He likes them, I don't.
I'll take them.
Yeah. I've had a bit of a traumatic childhood, can I say, and I don't like that kind of thing. Oh, thank you so much. Look, I think you're just as beautiful. Yeah, Arradale. So I'll have to check out Arradale for you. No, don't be sorry. You didn't know. You know, and there's nothing to be sorry about. Like I said, doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.
Yep.
We're survivors.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm just doing what I love. I'm just me, and I'm so blessed to have you guys like it too. Because I wouldn't say I'm professional. I mean, I love different channels. I love GV, I love Sue. They tend to always show you so much fascinating history stuff in Ireland. And I do watch Faces of the Forgotten. I love his stories. He's very talented in what he does. So, hey Jaffo, how are you?
Hey, Jaffo.
Beechworth Prison. Yeah, I've heard that one. That's right. Yeah, no one's ever a victim.
Nope.
Jaffo's saying hello to you.
Hey, Jaffo.
There he is.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
He looks very good with my handbag, doesn't he?
It's a new look.
I'm so sorry the phone's facing this way though.
Yeah, had to look at that.
Oh, I hope you're okay, Jaffo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I love his stories. And you know what? This Maitland jail is closed at the moment, so is Parramatta. Oh, no, don't cry. Oh. Oh. No good with the ticker. Oh, no, Jaffo. Prayers sent your way. Oh, look. Profile, I'm giving you a virtual hug right now. Sending you love from Oz. He does like handcuffs. How did you know?
Hey, don't give out too much secrets.
He's the one that, you know, wants to do the daring things, where I'm like, oh no, I'm a bit of a sook, because I feel the ghosts here. I feel them here. I know that they're watching us.
Well, I've been feeling that they've been walking around at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. No worries, Linda. Thank you so much. And happy Friday the 13th. Have a wonderful weekend. And if I can do a live somewhere over the weekend, it'll be spontaneous. But I'll try, because I know over at Hill End back at Bathurst, there's no reception. So I will try. Yeah, I am an empath. I do feel them, but I feel people's pain too. I used to work as a palliative nurse before I went into disability. And maybe that's where I got some of my strength, because you're seeing parents, you know, lying in a bed and their children are colouring in and they're taking their last breath, and you're like, what have I got to worry about? You know, these guys would swap with me in a minute. Like, Just gives you a real reality bite. Monte Cristo house is closed too. No, I never got to go there. Jason's been there, but he never filmed it. He does have photos though. Maybe you could put some photos up on your post. Ah, do you know what? Just say whatever prayer or some white light sort of affirmation and you're safe. Hi M&A, how are ya? She's got a spooky channel if you want to check it out. She's from Adelaide, one of our good friends. Junie, yes, Monte Cristo. Hello, how are ya? They're closed now. Unfortunately, one of the owners, the lady, passed away this year, and they've decided not to run tours anymore. So, a bit of a bummer. But you know what? I've been there during the day, and I've got to admit, there's scarier places. Like, I didn't find it that scary. That's just me. Quarantine station in Sydney is still open, and they have ghost tours 7 days a week. Yeah, good. We're on a road trip. Just wanted to tell everybody my exciting news. Oh, hi Jackie. Drove up to it in 2023. Oh, really? So you had a really creepy experience. Yeah, I see your humour profiler. I've got the same humour. Do you know? Yeah, quarantine station's really cool. I'll tell you how disturbing my humour is. I was working a shift one night in a hospital, and there was a lady, quite elderly, and she was on fluids. And I mentioned to the other nurse, I think the fluids is the only thing that's keeping her going, like seriously, but I said it softly so she couldn't hear. Then we went back, did our rounds, went back to the station, and then the nurse in charge said, have you checked bed so and so? And we went, yeah, we have just turned her. And she said, well, she's gone. And the other woman said, well, her eyes are open and everything. And the nurse in charge said, well, her eyes are still open. And I just burst out laughing. I thought it was hilarious, but that's my sense of humour. Windy Gully is pretty bad, in the Scouts Hall. Wow. Is the Windy Gully? I've heard of that cemetery. I want to check it out. Scariest for was a night tour at Port Arthur. Yes, I've been there at night, and it scared my daughter. Yeah, that's what I mean. It wasn't like I was trying to be disrespectful. I was just laughing at how this woman was shocked. And I just thought it was hilarious, you know. And people look at you like you're strange, going, that's not funny. But I saw the funny side in it. My granddad, or my adopted dad, he was my biological mother's father. He worked in the mortuary, and he used to come in the morning and shake their hand when he checked the register and ask them how they were. And he goes, oh, you look a bit cold today. So maybe I've got his weird sense of humour. So, I'm trying to think if there's any more decent stones to have a look at, because they're quite worn. They used to have ghost tours in this cemetery actually, but they don't anymore. And I won't be too long because we've got to be at Jason's venue at 6 o'clock. So I was going to just stop and go, hooroo, I'll show you around the cemetery. Happy Friday the 13th. And I will go to the one at Lithgow for you. And hopefully I'll be able to find one of your family members for you. So I'll just turn this around one more time. And we'll look at a couple of more stones. This one's quite a beautiful one. You got the lovely urn up the top. Oh, really? They took all the ornaments off. Oh, that's no nice. You know, they do that in some of the lawn cemeteries. They don't let you put any flowers, or even, you know, just put a fake flower on the vault. It's really annoying. So this one's in loving memory of Elizabeth and John Brooks Smith. She died the 16th of January 1911 and 65. And then John was 79. No worries, Ozzy. Thank you for coming through and saying hello. Yeah, that's not right that it's in the shed. That's awful. Yeah. Do you know what? When it's my turn, I've decided, I've seen so many family people fight over ashes and belongings and things. When I've worked in hospitals and nursing homes, I decided when it's my turn, they can toss me in the beach. That's what I love, and no one has to fight. I'm in Minmi Cemetery, or Minmi, at Newcastle. Look at this beautiful birdie here, dove. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's on the arrow. Yeah, that's not right, profile. I think that's terrible. And it belongs to someone called James Bowie. Gorgeous tombstone he has. And look at the rail, it's all broken now. But that would have been beautiful. I'm in your neck of the woods. Well, I'm actually going to Fort Scratchley tonight on a ghost tour. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? I love unique tombstones. So this M&A is supposed to be the most haunted cemetery in the Huntershire or Newcastle. Yeah, I don't understand it either, profile. I mean, all graves have flowers on it. It's only nice to see, you know. I'm sure the spirits appreciate it too, that you're remembering them. So I don't understand why they take all the ornaments away. That's what's making it unique, the love that people feel for them. They want to put little trinkets on there. It's just stupid rule. You did make sense. I get it. Yeah, you know what? It would have been one Karen that tripped over and hurt a knee and sued them, so then they have to make it a rule. That's what happens. This one is George Calmeadow. What a surname. Age 60. It's a different sort of surname, isn't it? Sandgate, yes. I'm going to do some stories in Sandgate. I don't know if anyone's watched my Soul Survivor story. Well, part 2 is in Sandgate. He became a lighthouse keeper and he actually rescued another soul survivor and he's buried in Sandgate. So I want to do his. Yeah. Well, I've got the same humour. So this one's the urn with the drapery. And it's Richard Richards and Elizabeth Richard. It's got a long, long home on it. Departed this life at Minmi, 1900, age 55. We walked together for many years. We shared life, joy and sorrow. And though we parted for a while, we'll meet again tomorrow. A shadow rests upon our home. We miss his well-known face. Where we turn, where we look, we see a vacant place. A face once loved, now sadly missed. A smile that was so bright, now weary from earthly. Isn't that just beautiful? And I hope you could hear me, sorry. But that's just lovely. See, that's the one thing I love. I love all the little poetry and all the things that they have. It's really sweet. Yeah, I love all the... I find it really fascinating, the symbology, you know, like I love how you get the rose and the angel and the hands clasped and that. And when I looked more into it, when I started all this, I was surprised that it actually has like a cryptic clue. And there's this one down here that looks very loved.
That young lady.
So you got Dr. Angela. Oh, she was beautiful. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? No, don't be sorry, profiler. It's good that you're happy. You need to be happy. Everybody deserves to be happy. She is stunning. Rest in peace, Dr. Angela. She even got a beautiful picture on her grave. So like a little, looks like an angel or something. But she's very well loved. Look at her beautiful grave. How stunning. She only died in 2020 and she was born in 1974, so she must have only been in her 40s. Yeah, so would have been, yeah, in her early 40s. Way too young. Rest in peace, Angela. Yeah, it makes you sad, hey, when people are that young and they pass away. You should have missed. Well, I had to think, but my brain's not thinking at the moment. 2020. I'd say she would have been about 47 or something, but still so young. Oh, someone's lost their flowers. Maybe this one. Put them here for them. So this one's Betsy. Died in 1932. Charles, Douglas and Lily. Beautiful family grave. And there's another pretty one down here. You got the doves and the scroll. No, I just don't have to give you grief. You know, maths is not my forte, and I picked a career where I needed to know maths and science. What a dove, and looks more a bit like a cockatoo because it's been burnt. What do you reckon? I do something about the balance. I think I shared it on my Facebook page. It means something. I think it's the balance of life and death, or yin and yang, or something like that. I'm going to head back to the gate, so we're going to have to continue our travel soon. So sorry to cut this short, but the traffic, it's peak hour traffic out there, and I don't want to be late. But I will do some more, might be spontaneous lives. Might be more spontaneous lives. I probably won't have time to put it out there and say hey. And if you miss me, that's fine. You can always rewatch or just leave a message going hey. But I'll be going to Hill End on Sunday. So I have a wedding tomorrow, and then on Sunday I'll be heading on this big road trip. So we could stop at Let's Go on the way and have a look. I might even go live. So depends on the reception. But no, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here for me and having a chat with me. It's really nice to get to know everyone. And yeah, and I will see you soon. And I'll be getting lots of content. And thank you so much for your generous donation profile. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. See you, Brenda. Take care. Stay safe where you are. See you, M&A. Thank you so much. And everybody else that may have left already or may be watching in the background,